which we'll be discussing. Okay. Let's continue from where we have left. You there, Abhi?
Yes.
Okay. So in the previous classes, we had learned about cube, we did learn about cuboid, and we did also learn about the sphere. And we were learning about the hemisphere in the previous class, right? Okay. So quickly tell me, answer some of the questions, and then we'll be continuing. Tell me the how many edges are there in the cuboid?
Um, how many edges are there in the cuboid?
Mhm.
8.
8. How many faces are there?
6.
6 faces. And vertex?
Vertex 8.
8 vertex are
No,
there.
there are 12 edges totally.
Mhm. Yeah, edges are 12. 12 edges. Earlier you said like 6 edges or 8 edges you're saying. So 12 edges are there. Faces, 6 faces are there. And vertex,
8.
8 vertex are there. Good. Okay. Talking about the sphere, does a sphere have any corner? Does it have any vertex? Yeah,
Yes.
how does it have any vertex? No.
A
Take
cube.
a cube has a vertex, no, but not a sphere. A sphere does not have any vertex, no. Getting it?
Yes.
Okay. You had some exercise questions from the turning the shapes also. Okay, now. So we'll be doing some questions from that also. You had written the definition of this hemisphere.
Yeah, but I didn't draw the figure.
Okay, just draw a rough diagram of it. Okay. Talking about the hemisphere, as I was defining this to you, that it's basically a 3D sphere that is half of a sphere, right? It has one curved surface and it has one flat surface, and it has got one edge also. So writing up further, talking about the properties that it has are as follows. So it has one curved surface, one edge, and one flat circular surface. Draw this quickly, and after this, we are going to do some questions. Okay. I'll be drawing some alphabets and we'll be drawing some figure. Okay. You will also be drawing that, and you will be required to draw the line of symmetry. across the different figures. And I will also be telling you how you can draw the mirror image of a given figure. Okay, by keeping the line of symmetry in the mind.
Done.
Done. Okay. Yeah, let's start. So far we had learned about 2D and 3D shapes, and we had learned about symmetry. Based on symmetry, we are going to do some questions. Okay. Like we have revised that any object, like we have shape, a letter, or a number that can be divided or folded into two equal halves, have along a straight line is said to show symmetry. Like we have the example of a butterfly, right? Butterfly shows some symmetry, isn't it? Butterfly shows some symmetry, like you can divide it in the from the middle into halves like this. So that shows some symmetry. Getting it? So that is the line of symmetry of the butterfly, and that is a vertical or horizontal symmetry. This is a vertical line or a horizontal line. That's a
Horizontal.
no. It's a line. No, vertical line is like this. Okay, horizontal line is something that is lying parallel to the ground. Getting it? Like the like for example the poles in the street poles, they are vertical into the ground. Getting it?
Yeah.
Like that you can relate with that. Okay, so both the side of the object, both the side of the butterfly looks identical to one another. That is one thing. Getting it? Okay, tell me some of the alphabets which possesses symmetry. Question one to you is that right now we are doing some questions on symmetry. Okay, so what are some of the alphabets that shows symmetry? That
B.
shows B shows symmetry. Okay, so where you will be drawing the line of symmetry?
Between
Like it
the
will be
two
drawn like
curves.
this or like this? Okay, like this it will be drawn. Good. A also shows symmetry, or does it not show any symmetry?
It doesn't.
How does it not show any symmetry? It shows some symmetry, no? A shows the symmetry. You will be taking a vertical line and you make the line run from the middle of the A. So it shows symmetry, not getting it. A
Yeah.
sh- so it possesses symmetry. Does H possess any symmetry?
Mm, no.
How does it not possess
No.
any
Yes.
symmetry?
Yes.
It possesses, no? From the middle, you can draw a vertical line that will split up it into two parts. Both the two equal halves will be equal, right? Okay. Tell me, you have this tree, for example. Does this tree possess any line of symmetry? Does it possess any
Yes.
symmetry? Okay, how will you be drawing the line of symmetry on this?
Vertical.
A vertical symmetry. Good. Like this. Okay. So so you are pretty much aware of this line of symmetry, how you can draw. Okay, so I'm going to what you are going to do, you are going to write the all the alphabets. Okay, write all the alphabets on a sheet of paper and you're going to draw the line of symmetry across that. You got it what you have to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the alphabet. 26.
Yeah, all the 26 alphabets. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Let me just take a paper over here. Just 1 minute. Yes, Habib. Done.
No.
Okay, write it quickly. Write it, then we'll be doing it together. Also, while doing it, we will see that some of the alphabets do not show any symmetry. So we'll be marking out those kind of alphabets.
Yeah, done.
Done. Okay. Does A show any symmetry?
Yes.
From
B
the
also shows.
middle? Okay. By the way, this is visible to properly, or the red one is
Yeah,
better?
yeah.
The red one is better, I think. Yeah. B is also showing symmetry.
Yes.
Will C show any symmetry? The C.
Yes.
Will you be using a vertical line that's vertical, or will you be drawing a horizontal
Horizontal.
symmetry? That's horizontal symmetry. Good. What about D?
D horizontal.
Horizontal. Good. E?
Vertical.
No. Horizontal. No. Why it be taking vertical? Like if I were to cut it from the middle, the two halves will not be identical to one another. Getting it from the
Okay.
middle, you will be taking. What about F?
No.
No. Very good. So let's circle it out with some different color, like the green one. Good. Continue next.
G, yes.
How?
Horizontal.
No. How is it going to be horizontal? Okay, let's say I'm going to cut it from here. Are the two halves mirror images of one another? Mirror images, you understand now? Like this hand is the mirror image of another, like this. Both of them will be overlapping one another. Mirror image means that the two things will be exactly equal to one another. Like they will be overlapping. Like it overlaps one another, overlaps the another. So if I were to cut G into two halves, I'll be getting two halves such that one part will be looking like this. Okay. The other half would be looking like this. Getting it, Habib? So it is not showing symmetry. Okay, now?
Yeah.
Okay.
H it shows. Vertical.
That shows, and that shows vertical. Very good. Okay. But it shows the horizontal also if you were to observe. Let me zoom
Yeah.
it out for clarity. 1 minute. So it shows both. So horizontal and vertical both. Next, I,
Horizontal.
not vertical, both, no?
Yeah,
See?
both.
What about J?
No.
None. Good. Next.
K.
Hmm.
No.
None. It will show. Don't go by this one. Like if I were to draw K appropriately like this, suppose if K is drawn in the appropriate manner. Like in the diagram, it is not drawn appropriately as per our requirement. Like this. Now what do you say?
Yes.
The
It will
horizontal,
be horizontal.
good. L,
L. No.
no. Continue with M,
Vertical.
vertical. Very good. What about N?
Yes.
How is it? Yes. Hmm? Take N out of this. Suppose we have taken N. So if you're saying yes, you're saying vertical or horizontal? Tell me.
Horizontal.
Horizontal. That means like this. So if you were to cut it like this, so this you're left with this portion, this much of portion, and the bottom portion is like this now, like this. Suppose. So how are they identical to one another? Identical means that one should be the mirror image of another. Mirror image means that suppose, for example, you're standing in front of the mirror. Suppose. Okay. So suppose that an object is placed in front of the mirror that is having a shape like this. Getting it? This is an object. In the mirror, the image of the object will be formed like this. So what do we call this? We call this as the mirror image now. Yeah, mirror image. So does this look like the mirror image of this part?
No.
No. So thereby and is also not showing any symmetry. Continue further. What about O?
It will be vertical.
Only vertical?
Horizontal also.
In fact, it will have infinite lines of symmetry. Getting it? Okay, like this letter O, the symmetry in this will be infinite, like this, this. Getting it? They are infinite lines of symmetry of the letter O. Okay. What about P?
No.
No. Q?
No.
No. R?
Horizontal line.
No. It won't show any symmetry. Take like this is R written over
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah.
Got it? No? S?
Yes.
No.
No.
It won't. Okay. You're able to visualize it or not? Like, see, if I were to draw the letter S over here, and let's cut it horizontally like this. So are the two mirror images of one another?
No.
Obviously no. So S is also not. What about T?
Yes.
Yes, T. From the like vertical or horizontal line of symmetry?
Both.
No. How is it both? Like if
Horizontal.
it's only, how is it horizontal? It's going to be vertical only, no? See. Say that this is the letter T. Okay. I can only divide it into two equal parts from the middle like this. That's a vertical line of symmetry. If I were to divide it horizontally like this, so I'll be left with this part and the above part, which are not mirrored images of one another. Got it now? So that's only vertical line of symmetry. Continue with next. What about U? No. Why is it no? It won't have any line of symmetry. Not even the vertical. You have the letter U like this, suppose. Will it not have any line of symmetry, Habib? Hmm? Will it not have the vertical line of symmetry? This part and this part, both of them are equal. Now they will be, suppose for example, suppose you have taken a sheet of paper. Do this activity with me. Okay, just take a small sheet of paper. Take a small sheet of paper. Like I am also taking a small sheet of paper. Okay. Suppose I have taken a small sheet of paper like this. Write the letter U on it. So write the letter U on it. Okay. Like this, suppose. Done. And fold it from
Yes.
the middle. Fold it from the middle. Fold it from the middle. Okay. Fold it from the middle and try to bend the paper in this manner. Like, I don't know if you can see. Are you able to see this? Like U is visible to you? Slightly visible. No? Just give me 1 minute. What basically I'm trying to say, that as you'll be folding the paper now, so the both the parts of the U, left and the right part, would be touching one another as you'd be folding the paper from the middle. Getting it what I'm trying to say? Basically, both of them will be mirror images of one another. Both the halves are basically identical to one another. Getting it? Just 1 minute. See, now it should be visible. That's the letter U. Getting it?
Yes.
As I will be folding it now, so it will be observed that the two parts of the U, the left and the right sides of the U, would be merging together, would be overlapping on one another. Getting it now? Overlapping basically. Getting what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Suppose like this is the letter U written from the on a sheet of paper, this one over here, and you're folding it from the middle. So the two sides will be completely overlapping one another. So that is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Hope you got it.
Yeah.
So you just have one line of symmetry that is from the middle. Okay. What about V? The letter V.
Yes.
So vertical or horizontal line of symmetry?
Vertical.
So it has vertical. Very good. And what about the letter W?
Mm, vertical.
Vertical. Very good. And about X? Be careful with the X. I'm going to draw a different. Uh,
Vertical.
okay. Let me draw it for you. Okay. Then you will notice that it not just only have vertical, but it has many lines of symmetry.
It has horizontal and vertical.
Okay. So it has vertical. That is correct. It is vertical. Okay. It is vertical and horizontal both. What about this? If I were to cut it from this, from here, yeah, that will also give me a mirror image. Getting it? If I were to cut it from here also, so that will also. Again, try to visualize it from this sense that you are having a sheet of paper, and if you were to fold it from the middle, so this side and this side of the X will be overlapping one another. Getting it? If I had
Yes.
Caesar over here now, I would have demonstrated it to you. Basically, for example, if I were to cut out a X letter shape from this sheet of paper, and if I were to fold it from this line of symmetry, I will be observing that both the parts would be overlapping one another. Getting it, Habib? So you have to
Yeah.
visualize it. Think about this in your brain. Okay, so then you'll be getting it. Not just this one, but this there will be one more line of symmetry. This one also. So total, how many lines of symmetry are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Got it? So it has 4 lines of symmetry. What about Y?
It has a vertical line.
Vertical line of symmetry. Very good. And the Z,
No.
it does not have any. Very good. Okay, so this activity was important that we have done. Next, take a look at these different shapes, and you have to tell me which shapes over here will have line of symmetry. Just tell me the number of lines of symmetry in this star. Tell me.
From the middle.
From the middle.
One.
Okay. Okay.
Vertical line.
Okay. One line of symmetry. Okay. And
Only
like,
one.
only one. Why is it so? Why? What about this?
Yeah.
Huh?
I
That
thought
also.
about that, but I thought it was incorrect.
No, no, that is also correct. Further, you can go on to meet this corner and this corner also. We can make this corner and this corner also meet. Getting it?
That corner also.
Exactly. The last remaining one, this one here. Getting it? So how many lines of symmetry are there? Total one, one. Then you have 2, 3,
Two.
4, and 5. Getting it? 5 lines of symmetry are there in it. Let us draw it again. See, that's the first, right, Abib? Then that's the second line of symmetry. Third, fourth, and there goes the fifth. So they have total 5 lines of symmetry. Good. 5 lines of symmetry. Next figure, what do you see?
It has.
Yeah.
It has a horizontal line.
No, like just tell me the number of, like, it does not have a horizontal line, by the way, but it has just
Two.
one line of symmetry. How is it two? Like there could be only one line of symmetry, no? It looks like a leaf. So there's only one possible way, like you'll be folding the leaf and the two parts would be equal. That is from the middle. So it has one line of symmetry. The third figure, does it have any line of symmetry? No. So no line of symmetry. Okay, fourth figure,
No.
no line of symmetry. And fifth figure,
Yes.
that is the horizontal or vertical?
Horizontal.
Horizontal line of symmetry. Good. And the last figure,
It has two.
it does not have any. This figure is asymmetrical in shape now. Like for example, if I were to divide it from the middle, say, so the left and the right part, are they exact copy of one another?
No.
No.
For slanting.
For the slanting, you're saying. For the slanting also, they are not exact copy of one another. One is shorter, one is bigger, another one is shorter. This part is bigger, this part is shorter. Even if you were to take another line here, this line of symmetry, so then again, this part is bigger, this part is shorter. So there is no line of symmetry here. Getting it?
Okay.
Good. So that is something which we have done. Okay. Also in the chapter, you have questions from the turning of shapes also, right? Questions from that is also there. Okay. Before we continue with that, I will be asking you to draw some of the mirror images of some of the given figures. Okay. So for that purpose, you need to take a sheet of paper. Okay. Getting it now? So we are going to learn about drawing of mirrored images. So take a sheet of paper. Okay, Habib, take a sheet of paper and take a ruler with you. Right.
I'm just coming back in 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay. See that the first figure looks kind of like this. You have to draw the mirror image. So the first one I will be helping you with this. Okay. The second one, the others you will be doing it yourself. Okay. So the mirror image basically means that the other half of this object is going to be of the same shape as this part is. So for that purpose, we are first going to draw a horizontal line here. Sorry, vertical line. So we just need to draw one vertical line over here first. 1 minute. So draw the line of symmetry like this. Getting it? So keeping this line of symmetry in our mind, we are going to draw the other half. Okay, so that will be like this. So that is how you can draw the mirror of the object here, keeping the line of symmetry in mind, right? So that shows, this now shows the full image. This now shows the full image of the this figure which we had earlier. So by using the line of symmetry concept, we have drawn the mirror image of the given half, which resulted in this full image over here. If you have understood this, I'm going to give some figures to you. You'll be required to draw the mirror images of that. Okay. So second question is such that let's take some simpler questions first. Okay. Complete this figure. You'll be completing it and then you'll be showing it to me, okay? Next is
It would be like this for the second one.
for the second one. No, it won't be like that.
I draw it a little bit small.
No, you have to draw the complete figure. No, first the question that is given here. No, you have to draw this line here first. Then next you have to draw the line of symmetry. Listen over here. Like this line of symmetry you have to draw. So you have to draw the line of symmetry first, and then accordingly you'll be drawing it.
How about this?
Yeah, now it is better. Good. Draw the third one now. Third and fourth, like these are simpler ones. After this, I'll be giving you better questions. By the way, do you have a graph paper? If we have a graph paper,
Means
graph paper, like they are various square boxes are made on graph paper. That paper I'm talking about. Okay, anyways, draw it. Also show the line of, okay, you have shown the line of symmetry in that one. No? Okay.
this one.
Yeah, better. See, why is the line of symmetry going like this? Why the line of symmetry is going like this? It has to be a straight now. Okay, don't make a slanting, like all of these are having vertical line of symmetry in it. Okay, Habib.
Okay.
Okay, take care of that in the fourth one.
This.
Hmm. No, not like that. Not like it. The line of symmetry is not correct here. See, look over here. First, we're going to draw the line of symmetry in this manner, and then we are required to connect it like this. That's the line of symmetry. I did told you, like you have to take the vertical line of symmetry.
Not horizontal.
No, not the horizontal. And this one also you had to take the vertical line of symmetry like this. Getting it?
For all.
For all of them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we have this topic like what if we were to see the combination of symmetry and asymmetry. So topic is combination of symmetry and asymmetry. Write down this topic. Write down this. Meanwhile, you will be writing, I'll be drawing some figures. Okay. So say for example, if you were to have just, I'll be taking this diagram over here. 1 minute. Okay, right now the topic which we're learning right now, Habib, is combination of symmetry and asymmetry. So in this, you will see that despite a figure showing symmetry in respect to its shape, but in accordance to their color, the color they have, they can show asymmetry in it. Just give me 1 minute. Let me just complete this. Then you will understand what basically we are learning over here. That's the first shape. Another shape I'm going to take is a square. See, we have taken a square. And 1 minute. Okay, we are good to go. See, so we are seeing that objects can be symmetric and asymmetric both at the same time. Okay, Habib. Objects can be showing symmetry and asymmetry both at the same time. For example, take a look at this object over here. It shows symmetry. Symmetry is observed here now. Like you can cut it from the middle, and from here, from any given direction, I can cut it. Like particularly, for example, not any given direction, but particularly take a look at this one here. This is the
Horizontal.
horizontal line, exactly, and that is the vertical line of
Vertical.
symmetry. So it is symmetric in shape, right? So in terms of shape, it is symmetric, but the color over here, the color scheme, is it same? It has different colors in it now. So in terms of color, it is asymmetric. Okay. So you will write down that objects can be both symmetric and asymmetric. Can be symmetric and both asymmetric, which means that even though the shape is symmetric, the color scheme or any other difference of the figure can make it asymmetric. Okay. Further, even though the shape is symmetric, the color difference can make it asymmetric. So that's the point. So take a look at the another example also. So in this one also, we get to see there's a combination of symmetry and asymmetry both, right? Getting it. So the given figure is symmetrical from the middle or like from the horizontal, or from, like it has vertical line of symmetry or horizontal. This one over here. You can cut it from, slice it from the middle like this, or you can cut it from the middle in the horizontal fashion. Yes, Abhi.
For the second one,
Yeah, for this one.
vertical.
Vertical line of symmetry. Good. So in terms of shape, it is showing symmetry. It shows symmetry in terms of shape. But can you see the same thing in terms of the color? In this one particularly, observe it. Be careful in the answer. It is actually showing symmetry in color, right? So the other one is showing symmetry in shape and as well as in color both. But the previous one is showing symmetry only in shape, right now. So we had this example, so which shows symmetry in shape only. It is symmetrical in shape, while asymmetrical in color. Hope it is clear. And in this case, it is showing symmetry in both. In both, that means showing symmetry in terms of color and shape both. Hope that should be clear to you. Okay. Any questions? If no, then write down the topic rotation of shape. Okay. So take, for example, like whenever a shape would be turning clockwise or anti-clockwise around a fixed spot on that thing. So the shape will remain same basically, but its position will be changing basically. Getting it? Clockwise means that something that moves in the direction of the clock, that is called as clockwise. Getting it? Like for example, this is a clock over here. The hands of the clock moves in this direction, or the hands of the clock are moving in this direction. Getting it what I'm trying to say? It moves in this direction. So that is called as clockwise direction. So that these are now the hands of the clock, suppose. So how do the hands of clock move? They move in this direction now, like this. So that is called as clockwise direction. And anything that will be moving opposite to this direction, that will be called as anti-clockwise. Got it now? That is called as
Yes.
anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. So that we can basically term as, like if something is moving in this direction, so that we refer to as anti-clockwise, or basically also can be called as counterclockwise. That has the same meaning as the anti-clockwise. Okay. So what I'm saying that when a shape turns clockwise or anti-clockwise around a fixed spot, so the shape and the size of it will remain same, but its position will be changing. Okay, that is something. So take for example, an object takes half turn. Okay, it takes half turn. Like for example, you have an object drawn over here like this. Say this object or some colorful pattern is drawn like this. It takes half turn. So half turn basically what means? It is rotating by 180 degree. Getting it or not? It takes rotation by 180 degree. So that is called as half turn. So when it will be taking half turn, how will it look like? If you were to rotate it 180 degree. Rotating 180 degree, what does it mean? Say for example, if I were to have something over here, just 1 minute. Just take example of this. For example, I have this whitener over here. If I were to rotate it 180 degree, so it will be completely rotated like this now.
Yeah.
Rotating it
That's
180.
90 degree.
No, no,
No, no, no, no. Yeah,
if I
180. It's 180.
if I were to make it rotate 90 degree, it will be rotating like this much only. Getting it?
Yeah.
I'm rotating it 180 degree. So that goes like this. It basically flips. So this thing over here, when rotated to 180 degree, it will kind of look like this now. If I'm drawing it correctly, it should be looking like this. Getting it? Got it? That is one thing. Now, if I were to rotate something by a quarter, meaning that by quarter of an angle is quarter of the complete angle is how much? Like 90 degree now. Getting it? So if like right now we have made this move by 180 degree, if we were to make it move by 90 degree only, so how will it look like? Will it not just move like this? Getting it, Habib? Again, take a look at this thing over here in my hand. I have this thing, I have to make it rotate by 90 degrees. So it will be just bending 90 degree like this.
Yes.
Got it now? So that is the case. So similarly, we can go on to rotate it further also, right? So that's what we are learning right now. So in this, just write down one definition for this. We'll be continuing with questions and all that in the next class. So in this, write down that you'll be writing that when a shape turns. By the way, we are rotating it clockwise right now. Okay, no, this was rotated clockwise. This was also rotated clockwise. Okay, or we can rotate in the anti-clockwise also. But the given example was being rotated clockwise. So when a shape turns clockwise or anti-clockwise around a fixed point, it is important that it is moving around a fixed spot. So around a fixed spot, like it does not goes from its place to some other. Okay, so around a fixed spot, the size and the shape, the size and the shape itself will remain same, but its position will change. So it's the shape itself will remain will remain the same, but its position will change. Write down this quickly.